okay, this is like take number 6, but what had happened was we were driving and we had only been on the road for about 45 minutes when we got this flat tire right outside of Bailey. So we pull off to the side of this road in this kind of sketchy place with like this log cabin, sketchy fence, and like this sketch shed. And I was really uncomfortable, but my mom was really cool about it, and she was like, "All right, like we gotta fix this tire, and you gotta get her done." So we start trying to fix this tire, and I'm trying to get the bolts unscrewed, but they're on pretty tight. And this guy in an RV pulls up, and he's an older guy, and he's like not super sketchy, but you know, strangers. And so he gets out and he starts trying to fix the tire, but unfortunately, the ground is really soft, so when my mom goes to try to like lift the jack up to make the car so that you can take the tire off, it slips. The jack like literally just slips out from under the car, and so the guy was like, "All right, well, you probably should get a tow truck or something out here." So he drives back into Bailey because he knows a tow truck driver, and he sends a tow truck out our way. So Stalking Jay, my mom, and I all get back in the car, and we're just kind of waiting for this tow truck driver to show up. And he shows up, and he has this like long mustache and this big silver earring and like tattoos kind of all on his neck. And he was literally just like a mountain walrus of a tow truck driver, and he was really cool, and so he fixed up our tire, and Stalking Jay actually got a picture of him with my mom's insistence. So he fixes up our tire, and at that point I just like want to go home, but we have a temporary spare, not like a real legit spare tire. So we wind up, we have to go back to like find this Walmart in Evergreen to try to get this tire. So the Mountain Walrus gives us directions, and we pull off the road and we like start driving back, and we don't see the tow truck guy, and so we just kind of figure like he's absorbed himself back into the mountains like all good mountain walruses do. So we start heading back towards Evergreen, kind of, and to get there, the Walmart is like on the I-70 side of Evergreen, and we were on the 285 side, so we have to drive through this kind of back highway through this like giant massive evergreen, like all spread out. So finally though, we get to this Walmart, and Caitlin and I have probably never been so happy to see a Walmart in our lives. And we were really lucky because they had our tire, and it wasn't going to be super long. So my mom was like, "All right, you and Caitlin, Stalking Jay, can go get some food." So we go into this Walmart to go like hunt for food, and we find some donuts and some like pretzel chips, which, you know what, I was real hungry, and so we were like, all right, like let's do this. So we go and try to like entertain ourselves for a little bit. Like we go look at nail polishes, and it was an adventure. But eventually we wound up outside to eat our donuts, and this Walmart was a lot nicer than our Walmart because there was this bench outside, but like it wasn't staked to the ground, so anybody could take it, which is so irresponsible of them. So we wound up just moving the bench a little bit because it was not in the prime location, and we sat outside with kind of the wind blowing in our faces. But you know what? Like we had our donuts and our pretzel chips, and it was not that bad. So then I get this call from my mom, and she's like, "All right, like we're almost ready to go. Like it's gonna be good." So we go back inside, and have to go to the bathroom and stuff, and we make our way back to the tire center. Come to find out that in the tire center, there's like a movie viewing room, and there's also a Subway in this Walmart. So while Caitlin and I were eating donuts and pretzel chips outside in the cold, my mom had found this Subway and was like eating Subway and watching Twilight in the tire center room. I was not very impressed with her not telling us that. But anyway, the tire's about ready to be fixed. The car's like pretty much done. The guy drives it out and like does his thing, and he comes back inside, and he has this like Eastern kind of European accent, and we're all just kind of I don't know. I like his accent, and so my mom like makes this dumb joke about it, and I don't know, but he was from Bosnia, which was really cool, and he was like, "All right, yeah, you guys are good to go," and so we were good to go, and then we drove home with no more incidents, so it really could have been a lot worse. Rob Dog, I will see you tomorrow.